Do you want to know what it's truly like living here in Northwest Arkansas? These are the top social media accounts you need to follow to make sure this is the best place for you to live, as well as the best place to live in America. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good nothing state of Illinois, also known as Chicago. The worst. Anyways, I was a broker up there for many years, and I decided to move to the best place to live in America. And it turns out Northwest Arkansas is by ffar that place. So maybe you're looking at other places to move here, other places in America. Call me, text me, let's sit down for coffee. Let's talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, and by far the best place to live in America, by far. Now, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. Literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on down in Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What are the schools like? What are the hospitals like? What are all the safety regulations and all the safety things happening here? All the cool things you needed about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 boop. Package shipped right to your home. Literally right to your home. Enter all the information below: name, address. Where's this package going to? Let me know all the information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word, free! So enter your information below and make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. All right, and the first social media account you definitely need to follow when it comes to Northwest Arkansas, and this is actually going to be yours truly, is going to be All Things NWA. Shocker, I know. Anyways, really, if you follow my social media account, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, I really do cover a lot, and also my email, my weekly email, I cover a lot of what it's like living here in Northwest Arkansas. So I'll put a lot of my own personal stuff in there. I'll put a lot of just like things that are happening in the area, whether it's business related, meaning like new subdivisions or new business things like concrete homes being built, or new soccer teams or new Whole Foods or whatever the case. It's just kind of like up-to-date knowledge information about all of Northwest Arkansas. But honestly, I covered a lot of food there as well, because who doesn't love food? Obviously. And so kind of a combination there. And so both my TikTok and Instagram do really well, and also my weekly email do a good job of kind of doing a overall overarching encompassing of what the area is like. The reason I do that is because when I first moved here, there wasn't really a good source, and even still to this day, of like over encompassing of what life here is like in Northwest Arkansas. That's why I do what I do. Like, there's gonna be other accounts I mentioned that focus on the food and focus on maybe the outdoor scene. But for me, it's kind of like an over encompassing, like what it is to live life in Northwest Arkansas. That's why I'm a big believer of like the live, work, and play all in NWA, because you can truly live, work, and play here. And you really can't do that in a lot of other areas in America. And so when I first moved here back in 2020, there wasn't really all encompassing area, and so kind of like a source. So I wanted to kind of fill that void, and I hope it's done a good job for a lot of people that have moved here, which I know it has. But regardless, All Things NWA, type it out anywhere. All the links below, of course, for all these social media accounts. But regardless, that is one account I would, I'd recommend it for obvious reasons. And the second social media account you definitely need to follow pertaining to Northwest Arkansas, and this is the Hangry Pedaler of NWA. Love this account because it's kind of like biking his way through food through Northwest Arkansas, hence the peddler, hence the hangry. So he is a biker he's a biker who's also hangry or hungry, and he bikes his way through Northwest Arkansas eating all the food. And there are some restaurants in there that I've seen that I'm like, yes. I've discovered some real gems in there. I love it. So definitely follow his account. I think the thing that really stands out, the difference for me, is that he really does do a good job of balancing the two of like biking and also eating, which is a kind of a, not gonna lie, kind of a good indication, or like kind of a good like vibe in Northwest Arkansas. Great food, great biking, combine the two, you get the Hangry Pedaler. Anyways, definitely would follow him. His photography is top tier. Like, honest, let's be real. Every photo he takes when it comes to his Instagram stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna go there tomorrow, I'm gonna go there tomorrow, I'm gonna go there tomorrow, I'm gonna go there tomorrow. It's almost too good, but don't stop, please. Keep going. Regardless, follow that account. If you're a foodie and you're a biker, you will not be disappointed. When you come here, there's gonna be a lot of food to cover if you follow his account. So keep that in mind. It is very delicious. And the third social media account you definitely need to follow when it comes to pertaining to Northwest Arkansas. And this is one of my favorite accounts because it does balance kind of living here as well as just like the food scene, similar to the biking, like the Hangry Biker. But this is actually someone who's living here, like working here. And it's called the NWA Transplants. They're actually from New York City or New York area. And they actually moved down here to Northwest Arkansas. And they're orthodontists or in the dentistry field. And they're just kind of documenting their life here in Northwest Arkansas. Now it is kind of food centric, but they do throw quite a bit of just like life stuff in there in general. They're well connected to the area. They've done very well for themselves in essentially just kind of like documenting their life here, which I always appreciate because there wasn't a lot of documentation prior when I first got here. So I'm not saying I'm like started everything about any shape or form, but I'm glad to see more people getting involved in the documentation of what life is here, and they do a great job of that. So definitely give them a follow. NWA Transplants. If you are thinking about obviously moving here, they're a great account to follow. Just kind of keeping up to date with like all their adventures and stuff. So I always appreciate them and all the things they do in Northwest Arkansas. And the fourth social media account you definitely need to follow when it comes to Northwest Arkansas. And this is a more of a branded account ran by the Northwest Arkansas Council. The Northwest Arkansas Council is kind of an overseeing board, money essentially, that kind of like dictates certain things happening in the area. Like they focus on helping people develop careers in Northwest Arkansas. They help XNA develop, which is the airport here. They help a lot of the branding for the Racetrack Greenway and all the trail systems. So they're kind of had their fingers in a lot of things, but they're an overarching board that kind of helps cut the red tape between a lot of projects in the area. So they kind of like, they're not city focused, they're just like the area general focused. The account is actually called Finding NWA. Now this is a branded account, but the photography there, if you don't get convinced to move here from that account, they have not done their job properly. It is a gorgeous account of some of the greatest photography, as well as videos of the area itself. It does portray the area accurately. I do admit that there's obviously a lot of like beautiful areas in Northwest Arkansas, and they do focus on them a lot. So it is very good to see what beauty can exist in Northwest Arkansas. Obviously, it's a larger area when it comes to city structure and stuff, but they're on the outskirts and even on the inner stuff, like Fayetteville and Bentonville. There are so many in Springdale, or actually all the cities, actually, now I think about it, are all very gorgeous areas, Bella Vista. So just keep that in mind, is that it is a very branded account, and I do appreciate it a lot because it does show off the beauty of Northwest Arkansas. But again, like it will convince you to move here regardless. And before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Notifications, way too slow, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below: name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below and make sure that you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in Rogers? What new businesses are moving here? What's going on in the amphitheater? What's going on over at the Walton Arts Center? What's going on in Dixon? So many things all the time. Enter your name and email below, and I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday. But sadly, side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the fifth social media account you definitely need to follow when it comes to Northwest Arkansas is actually NWA Mamas, and this is an Instagram account. Now, this is obviously very specific because it's in the name. If you want, or if you are a mom and want to get connected to other moms and kind of social clubs in the area, this is the account to follow. This is an account where you get to connect with people when it comes to motherhood, of course, as well as like what's going on for kids-centric stuff in Northwest Arkansas. So maybe you're moving here and you want to know what's going on with the kids and just all this different stuff. Definitely follow this account. They'll connect you to all the different places, whether you're in Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, Bella Vista, Pea Ridge, Centerton, whatever the case is. They will get you connected in all the right places. So definitely follow this account. It's good because sometimes there's gonna be things on there you just didn't know existed, of course, like this new business popped up and this new thing for kids and this new specialty for like kids and this discount, etc., etc., etc. Especially if you're in the homeschooling scene, definitely check this out. You might be interested in connecting with them because they can connect you with all the right people in all the right places. And the sixth and final social media account you definitely need to follow for Northwest Arkansas is NWA Foddie FAM. NWA Foodie FAM. The reason that I follow this account is because they go into the places that don't always picture that well. It's going to be like that off the wall, behind the gas station kind of tamale place, so to speak. but by golly gee whiz is the food good. So that's the one thing I really appreciate them, is they're willing to go to those places you're like, oh, and then you're like, the food's like, that's pretty good. So regardless, definitely follow this account if you're looking for that kind of, you know what I'm saying, the around the corner style food that you just don't know existed from the grandma's back alleyway kind of stuff. Always the best food, as you're fully aware. Like there was this one place in, I forget it was in like, I forget what city in Chicago, but they're Mexican restaurant, and they were open 24/7, but they had $5 burritos, and it looked horrid on the outside. Horrid. I don't even had a bathroom, but the burritos for $5 were stupid good. And you always used to go there, and it's like the line was out the door, and it's like this, like there's only like you only get 3 options. That's all you get to do, is just pass them through. But no bathroom. You come through, you get out, you're in, done. And so fantastic food. Those are the kind of places that they review, and I always appreciate that, because sometimes you want to send someone first before you go in there yourself, and they do all the dirty work and come back with the goods. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries, link below. Maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it to get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I give you the $10 tour, so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some home for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.